System Underground Podcast.
Oh, we're going.
Oh, we're on.
We're on.
We're live.
After a million hours of trying
We're
to
doing
figure
it.
out this stupid program, I'd like to make an anti-plug. Don't buy Sonar.
An anti-plug. Kill them.
Don't buy fucking
We will break them.
Sonar Home Studio 6. Because it'll go off the wall on you and not do anything you want it to do 100 times over again. And then what it does do for you, you don't want.
It's garbage. It's garbage, hey.
It wasn't garbage in the beginning. It's just an old. I'm using an old recording software,
Right.
and it's getting the job done. But it's getting Alzheimer's.
It's going.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We're losing it.
Yeah, so that was a good 40 minutes wasted. Okay.
Aye.
Number 10.
Number 10.
This is number 10.
Yes.
We made it to the double digits.
It's official.
I'm so happy to celebrate. I'm wearing a hat.
It's good stuff. I'm wearing a hat as well.
Oh, you're wearing my hat.
Yeah, you gave me this hat.
I did.
How fitting.
I know. You have a lot of my clothes, don't you?
I took it all.
I know you did. That's okay.
Well, mainly that sweatshirt.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the main culprit right there.
Actually, it's probably your sweatshirt.
No, it is. It is. Well, it was actually originally some mystery person sweatshirt. I got it from Toys R Us when I worked there. It was it was just left by an old employee that used to work there years ago, never came back for it. And I was like, hey.
Did you like working for Toys R Us?
I actually did, yeah. I
really?
enjoyed it.
What did you like about it? Did you like because they sold video games there, they obviously sold toys there. Was it just was it fun or was it super corporate retail?
No, it was actually, that was the main thing I liked about it, is the environment. The original manager that was there was great. He was really down to earth, just like as far as retail environments go.
Yeah.
I mean, you always get your bad eggs in any
Oh, yeah.
workforce, but as far as retail environments go, I'd say that was actually probably
One of the
best
better ones?
one. Yeah, as far as the management staff goes, they were just really chill, really down to earth, relaxed.
Oh, that's good.
While still needing to get stuff done. 'Cause
Yeah, of
Christmas
course.
season is
Oh,
a madhouse there. It's
any holiday
fucking
with
crazy,
retail
but-
is just you just want to go under a rock. It's so bad.
Oh yeah. It's craziness, but
Push sales.
yes, exactly.
Fuck man, it's a madhouse.
Especially with toys and
oh yeah,
crazy,
especially with toys.
crazy soccer moms and stuff. But
So
that's a whole
number 10.
separate issue. But yeah,
Number 10
back
on the way.
track. Number 10.
Once again, if you have skin and you're looking to see, you know what, my skin could look a little bit better.
It could be improved.
It could be just a little bit better.
There is hope, people.
And the perfect way to make your skin just a little better is to drag the needle of magic all over it.
Oh my, that
And
sounds so sensual.
Yeah, what wizard do you want to have the magical? Oh, hello.
Uh-oh, we're losing it.
Oh, we're losing.
There
it.
we go. I'm back in.
What did I say? Fucking cakewalk. Don't get cakewalk. What's happening? Touchy,
I'm back.
feely.
Mine's back.
Okay, I'm back too.
Okay, we're good.
I'm glad you can hear that too, and not just me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mine lost it. But anyways,
So the wizard, Jesse Ricks.
Yes.
Okay. SecretLakeTattoos.com.
he's amazing.
SecretLakeTattoos.com has his location, his phone number, his email,
All the deets.
all the details, the profile. You need any good artwork done on your body anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect design, original design. That's the big one for me. Original design.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's no skull and crossbones with mom underneath it. You know?
Yeah. It's not the.
Or your Harley
It's not.
Davidson tattoo.
It's not the friggin' snake swimming through a skull with a rose in the background.
How dare you? I have it right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. And no offense to anybody who does have that tattoo.
Yeah.
Because if that's how you want to express yourself, you're more than welcome to it.
Yeah. But we can help you express
I'm trying to
yourself
say
even
that
better.
he's got so much artistic talent that use your wildest imagination. The things from the deepest depths of your imagination, bring those to him, and he will make them come to life on your flesh.
Absolutely. Follow him on Instagram, too. He's very good with his Instagram. He posts pretty much his whole profile, like the newest stuff that he does. Just as it's coming along, just on there, whether it's the quick video clips or the photos. So follow Jesse Ricks on Instagram. Please.
Do it.
Please. You're doing yourself a favor.
Do it. So
And
how about
to continue, number 10. Oh, how about what?
Leafly? How about it? Let's talk about Leafly a little bit. All of your weed information in one place.
Exactly. The politics, the strains, the science, all the things that you need to be able to educate yourself, to slowly disintegrate the stigma that the monsters
That the man is brought down on us, man.
The man is showing you through TV and propaganda.
They've been spreading their filthy lies, bro. It's just a plant.
It's so funny.
But it really is
so
just a plant.
true. It's so true.
That's the thing, guys. Go to Leafly. I mean, you can get any questions you might have. You get your news. You can even find a friggin' doctor through this website. There is no other site that you need for anything related to marijuana.
Oh,
go to leafly.com.
100%. And I said it before. The part that has the research for what kind of strains you want or what you're looking for, it's the perfect tool for you to find something to customize the kind of flower that you want for yourself. And they'll give you a name, they'll give you descriptions, they'll give you the benefits, and you just favorite them or write them down. So when you go through the process and you end up going to one of these medical dispensaries with your proper card or paperwork, you know what to get. You go there and you know what you're going to bring home. Because like I said before, you can get anything from anyone, and they really don't even know what's going on. They get it to the fifth degree of person, and you're just gambling with what you get home.
There could be PCP in it.
Exactly. It could be PCP in there. And if that's your thing...
Don't end up like poor old Smokey.
Who's Smokey?
From Friday.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't end up like anybody from Friday.
Debo.
So, leafly.com. Yes, go there. 100%. Get your education on. Get your knowledge on.
That's right.
And like I said, it's a great tool. It's very clean. And I love reading the news articles on there. And there's a couple things that once the ball starts rolling, I'm going to really utilize that site to obtain certain things and just to continue my education on it, because there's a lot of things that are slowly coming out from years and years of suppressing a lot of information, And a little side note to that, and I'll get into it maybe later or next one, but there's a site called reset.me, and that's another very good website started by an ex-CNN correspondent who is now a huge advocate for educating the public on the benefits of a lot of these medicinal drugs, whether it's cannabis or certain hallucinogens like DMT or psilocybin. These things have been shown to really help with a lot of PTSD and just I guess put a positive microscope on a lot of trauma in people's lives. It helps people move on that have a lot of heavy anxiety and depression due to heavy events in their life. So, and these are all things that are coming to the surface, and a lot of organizations are working on this. So another really clean site and another really good place that has a lot of different sources of good information, legit information, is reset.me. You'll like that as much as you'll like Leafly. So that's that, leafly.com.
Good stuff. That's the way to go. Hey, Harry, have you ever had any
Brian.
electrical issues?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I have plenty of electrical issues.
Well, you know who can help
Mentally.
you with those electrical issues.
No, I don't.
The man, the myth, also the legend, Jason Dodge. If you have any electrical problems, this man is a master of his craft. He can solve anything. He is the ultimate handyman. Check out Jason Dodge Electric. Look it up. Give him a call whenever you have any situation you need fixed.
If you're in the Gardner area or Leominster area
Well,
or
yeah,
Athol
roughly.
area.
Yeah, don't call him if you live in California and are listening to this, okay? But Yeah.
Well, you can, but I don't know if he's gonna come.
He probably well, he probably actually would if you pay him enough.
Oh, if you pay him enough, definitely.
That's the catch.
We'll drive the 350 right out there.
Yeah, exactly. But yep, check him out. Jason Dodge Electric. The guy is a hell of a talent.
You know who else is a hell of a talent?
Who?
Mr. Andrew Maclean.
Yes, he
if
is.
you enjoy comic books, if you enjoy superheroes, if you're into any of the things that seem like they're really coming, I think they've been on the rise. Do you think that superheroes have been kind of on the rise in the last 5 years, or has it been longer?
Oh, they're definitely getting to a wider audience with, like, I mean,
the
Marvel movies. Let's face it, they've got so many fans, and they're creating so many new fans that have never read comic books before. They'll go in and watch them now because...
And they'll now hopefully do like their own independent, like, oh yeah, the X-Men were cool, but wow, there's so many different types of artistry with these comic books, different types of story. So then they branch away from the mainstream, which I think usually happens, right?
Yeah, I mean, look at Guardians of the Galaxy. That's such an obscure, it's such an off-the-wall style of comic book movie compared to everything else they've gone with. That, that was like a huge risk for them, but it turned into like one of the biggest grossing movies, or the biggest of the summer. I don't know the actual numbers for that, but it did really well in the theaters.
Awesome.
I know that for sure.
I mean, it was a perfect dynamic, that movie. The comedy in it, just even the coloring, and I tell everybody, I feel like it only makes sense to me, but there's something about that movie that feels 90s to me, very reminiscent of old, fun sci-fi movies.
Oh, it's a very fun movie.
Oh, it's just
that's
so
the
fun.
thing. It's great.
I loved it.
But yeah, check out Andrew Maclean if you are into comics at all, or even if you're just getting into the movies and are thinking about checking out some comics. He's a great place to start. You can check him out on Twitter at Andrew Maclean. Find him on DeviantArt. You can get some great previews there. And absolutely look into Headlopper. Cannot recommend that enough.
Get the first 2 issues now, because let me tell you, some shit's going to go down.
Number 3's coming, baby.
Some shit's going to go down, and you're going to want 1 and 2.
It's in the works. You are going to want it.
Where can you, did you already, you said Tumblr, right? He's got Instagram, too. He's very good on Instagram. The same thing with Jesse.
Yes, absolutely.
I know.
See, I don't use Instagram too much myself.
Yeah, I know a lot of people use Instagram, and just anybody that has anything to show off.
Yes.
It's a good platform to use, so I know a lot of people might have it and just throw in his name, follow him, and you'll get updates on when he's working on comics, different techniques that he does, different tools that he uses, whether he has preferences on different pencils and brushes or programs,
Absolutely.
If you're not just into what he's drawing, but kind of the process of it and how he goes about it, you'll like it, because he definitely has, he'll definitely give you a couple little nuggets of insight on how he gets some of that stuff done, which is, it's neat,
Yeah,
I think
the
a lot of
creative
people,
process, it's always interesting.
yeah, people love seeing that, seeing how their favorite artists or musician or painters or anything like that, like how they get their juices flowing and what it looks like when they're in the process. So yeah, he does a couple of he posts a couple of those things, and then a lot of finished things, commissions, obscure stuff he's got. So check him out, Andrew Maclean.
Check him out, guys. He's great.
So what just came out? Let's see. I think it was this month. Was we're going to change it up. We did a little hip hop last time.
We did, yes.
Yeah, we're going to do
With the
some mind bending power metal.
Oh yeah, baby.
It's power metal, right? Yeah, power thrash metal.
Yeah, I'd call him power metal, definitely.
Fantasy
With
metal.
Hansi, come on, man. That dude is power. That dude reeks of power.
That's awesome. So we're thinking this one, we're going to go with some Blind Guardian this time around. They just came out with a new CD. If you don't know who Blind Guardian is, please look up Blind Guardian. They have a massive index of multiple CDs. I don't even know, what is this. This is probably like
what
9
CD
or 10
number it is? Yeah,
I
am not sure.
Yeah. They're definitely deep into their career, and they never let up. They always have really good. They just put quality work out.
Yes. Absolutely.
Super quality work.
You can...
Composition-wise, production-wise.
And the vocals, oh, man.
Oh.
That guy is just... Hansi Kirsch, he is an amazing, amazing singer.
Stellar. I don't think...
So much power, his harmonies, oh my God.
There must not be too much like studio magic with him, you know.
Right.
Because like I was saying, I was watching some live performances of Vakken, and wow. And this was this last year at the end of. Oh no, this might have been this year because I know festival season is around this time, like right after Christmas over in Europe. And they did Vakken, and his vocals are just so on point, man. So on point, so powerful. Because it's a big bummer when you find out that you really enjoy a band, and then you go and watch them, and they kind of lack a little bit here and there. And obviously, you know, with more touring in due time, they probably do get tighter live, you know.
Oh yeah,
but some people just never
they get more comfortable. But
yeah, some people just never catch that train, you know, and certain things like they struggle with live, you know, and whether it's they struggle with it live or we've perceived something that's like to such a perfection because of how much time they put in the studio that it's kind of a detriment to when you go and see them live. You know, it's so crystal and polished,
right,
on the CD.
It's
that any little slip
totally
up
changes your expectations.
Yeah. Any little alteration to it, you're like, oh, I don't know, it's not like the CD, which it really shouldn't. But if you can't sing at least somewhat the way that you're singing in the studio, you know,
that's disappointing. Very disappointing.
Yeah, you really got to work on it. But this isn't something.
But don't worry about it with Hansi.
Yeah. So the new CD is called Beyond the Red Mirror. 11 tunes on there. I think every one of them probably breaks 5 minutes. So if you're into longer tunes, you know, intricate tunes, more adventurous stuff, you'll really like this. It's very fantasy based, a lot of like Celtic style.
Oh yeah,
kind of
big Lord of the Rings background with these guys too. So
Celtic,
if you're into anything like that,
modal stuff,
you'll love the lyrical content as well.
Let's see what we got. We're gonna play a little bit. I hope, maybe. Let's find out.
Possibly.
First track, The Ninth Wave.
Whoo!
Yeah. So like I said, check them out. Right. We're going to have this going on down now.
Very good.
And I think Brian's never actually heard this.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited. This is this is my first time hearing it.
This is always how it opens up. It always opens up like you're, you know, entering a room of the meeting of oracles, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's a
crazy.
huge gathering. So,
all right, what's up? You got facts today? What do you got?
I've got something very important, which it's funny that you mentioned reset.me earlier, because
reset.me,
this is actually a site where I pulled up this article from, and
are you serious?
This is how I got this information.
Oh,
yeah, which is just total coincidence.
It's a good site, man. If you
not
go
scripted,
on there,
yeah,
if you go on there, look around, you'll find some really cool stuff, man.
They're great, man.
Oh, yeah.
So there is 2 major bills that are being passed through Congress right now in regards to marijuana and the legalization of said marijuana.
You know what? I might have heard a little tidbit of this.
I was wondering if you have. So it's the Regulate Marijuana Like Alcohol Act. There's 2 separate bills that are trying to go through right now. One of them, which would be a godsend for California and stuff, they are basically making it so that the federal government cannot intervene in any way with any state that has legalized marijuana.
Wow.
So they can't do their little crackdowns on medical facilities or anything like that. They can't do their raids or anything.
Well, don't they only do the raids in states that it's medicinally legal but not totally legalized?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Well, I'm not sure about like Colorado or Washington or whatever where they're totally legal.
Yeah. But you mean California because like, it's not legal, but they have plenty of dispensaries that are getting messed up.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be allowed to intervene in any way with them either. So
I have heard some of those dispensaries have been pretty shady too.
Really?
Know? Yeah, so it's a little bit of both. You know, it's unfortunate if things go down and it's a business that's running well and serving people and helping people and giving people jobs, but you know, I think I've also heard that some of these operations, they're very shady. The funding,
the funding
isn't right.
I could definitely see that.
The certain regulations aren't right. The doctors are either totally absent or just kind of malpractice with how, I guess, with how they're supposed to service their patients.
Yeah, diagnose them and everything. They're really lax about it.
So it is.
But
I know what you're saying.
Regardless, it would still at least protect the good guys too. You know.
Yeah,
I'm definitely for that. And there's another part to the bill as well, which is just great for the government as well. I see no reason why it shouldn't pass. It's a Marijuana Tax Revenue Act, which would tax cannabis sales at the federal level, in addition to state and local taxes.
Wow.
So that the government can finally make money and see all the benefits of legalizing marijuana.
Yeah, they're going to give in to all the hypocrisy. They're going to have to.
Let's pull
They
our
don't wanna
government
look-
out of debt here. You
Yeah.
know, it's. I'm all for it.
They know they're going to look foolish when it finally hits the fan, and they just have to give in to what they shouldn't have done years ago.
Something's got to give to pay back these trillions that we owe.
Yeah,
I mean,
anything that
anything
helps.
at this point, like.
It's just been so long. It's been so long. The cotton industry is not under any threat. I mean, that was the whole reason why it became illegal,
originally, the whole thing with cotton and hemp.
Yeah. And this asshole that just made a huge smear campaign through all the newspapers he owned because he didn't want to convert. He didn't want to convert his warehouses to make hemp products because he was already in the cotton industry.
One sketch magetch businessman, you know.
Yeah, it's just it's ridiculous, and I wish that information was more known and just kind of put out there because it's very logical. I mean, you get to see the reason for these policies, you know, opposed to like, oh, it's the devil and it brings out the the worst part of humanity, you know, and you know my 20-year-old
into a murderer,
or just a friggin' cesspool of laziness and things like that.
Oh,
you know? Like
just so much negativity on it.
So much negativity.
But yeah, so that's the bills. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, I'm
happy to hear. I'm really happy about the taxing one. Like, I know people are going to be like, oh, I don't want to spend more money, but
it's another way to get.
It's just like alcohol, and it's
and it's another way to get. It's another way to get more things, better things, possibly in your community, which is what they initially did. Right off the bat in Colorado, I mean, there's a portion of the taxes that go to the education system.
Yeah.
Whether it's infrastructure or whether it's supplies or whether it's new programs, you know. It's made a lot of money for education, you know.
And if paying taxes means that the government isn't going to intervene and prevent you from getting this medicine that helps you, then pay the friggin' taxes, pay the little extra or whatever, you know, support the government.
It's like anything else. It's
economy.
Convenient. It's convenient. You don't have to call this guy and call that girl and call this person and meet somebody up when everybody is obviously an innocent, good, just looking for herb person. You know, you're going behind the lights, behind the dumpster, behind the salon, and go and pick up this stupid bag of something that you don't even know what it is. You know, it's like. It's convenience. Pay the taxes so that you can go down the street, go into a nice, clean shop where everybody welcomes you. You get to look at high-quality stuff, and you go home. That's it.
Exactly.
That's it. It's just it's.
Let's keep it honest, keep it innocent, keep it safe.
Yeah, for convenience sake. And it's a couple weeks ago. Oh no, probably like I'd say maybe a couple months ago. I did see that the government was talking about slowing down the funding towards a lot of the confiscations and the raids towards marijuana. Like they were just bringing down the budget, which brings down just the focus on making these kind of arrests. You know,
yeah,
which was a big deal.
That's
too.
another good thing. Yeah, that's more good news.
Yeah, and I know it's like
that's the right direction to be taking.
Yeah,
100%.
You know what? It's like we probably talk about this. Like, we've talked about this probably 3 podcasts in a row. You know, there's always a little bit of, like, weed talk. And, yeah, there is. And it's, you know, when it's all dandy and ready to go, we'll probably talk about it less. But it's just when you look into it, you would kind of scratch your head as hard as we do about it, you know? Because whether you smoke it or you don't smoke it, you know, or you have and you don't now, you see the how do you say it? You just see the lack of danger that everybody just has this hysteria over.
Yeah,
you know,
it's funny. It's really,
and it's so helpful for so many different things. And if it sounds like I talk about it, it's because I get pissed off when people get blocked to certain things or services when they need help. You know, I don't like when people suffer physically, mentally, anything like that. We've all gone through certain things, you know? Mm-hmm. And if there's any kind of a tool that helps you get better, I want people to be with it more, to be happier, you know what I mean? To get where they want to get to, you know? I've always wanted that. And if there's a little something that helps you get through your day to not feel like your universe revolves around your back pain or your neck pain or the things that are going on with your feet or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, if it improves people's quality of life,
Yeah.
let it improve their fucking quality of life, man. Like,
100%.
It's ridiculous.
You're exactly
Completely
right.
ridiculous.
You don't get the right
to take that from people, yeah.
Yeah, if it helps them. Like, we're adults. It's just knowledge. You gave people knowledge on what was wrong with cigarettes, so we made up our own mind, and now cigarette smoking has gone down.
Yeah.
So give people the knowledge about what this is, and let adults make their own decisions, and then we'll make the decisions. You know, put the
seriously.
information out there. Like, by just suppressing the whole thing, it just, to me, puts out this idea that the people that we put in office don't have faith that we're smart enough to know what's good for us.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
When most of the time
I
we
think
do.
everybody's dumb.
Yeah, of course they do.
And that they can just do whatever they want to people.
Yeah, it's
basically.
like anything else, you know? Oh, we have an obesity epidemic. So what are you going to do? Like, get rid of trans fats and, like, get rid of sugar altogether and just comfort foods, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's nice about obviously living here. You have so many choices. And human beings are always going to have their vices. Human beings are always going to have their addictions and their thing, you know? And if a couple meatheads screw it up, you can't take it away from everybody, you know? You just can't.
Yeah. You can't blame the sins of the few on... Yeah, damn it, I just lost the saying.
Can't blame the what?
It's gone. I thought I had a saying there, but it's gone. You can't... Basically, don't fucking punish everybody for the mistakes of a few.
Yeah.
Don't profile everybody into that.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's disrespectful to adults. It's
Yeah.
disrespectful.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing. Let me make the mistake. Okay? Let me make the mistake. The mistake is not going to entail holding a machete and going to my neighbor's house. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not that extreme.
Yeah, you're not going to kill your fucking family.
Yeah, and that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. This is talking about the extremes of it. That's
Yeah.
not even an extreme of it.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody kills anybody. Nobody kills anybody
Nobody
on
does.
it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's silly. It's silly. And make some money, government. Come on.
Yeah,
Pass that fucking bill and make your money.
make some money.
Yeah.
100%. It's good
Even,
for all
even
of
if
us.
it's going into the wrong pockets once you make it.
Yeah, it's good. It's
But,
good for
you
all
know,
of us.
ideally,
Just-
make the money and
Yeah.
use it to cover our debt to China.
Do your
'cause
research. It's good for us all.
That really does scare me. We owe China too much money.
No kidding.
Way too much money.
So what's up? What else you got? You got? Did you have a fact of the week?
Guess what, folks? It's time for the Weird Fact of the Week.
Oh God! Oh no! You can all send an email saying, "Brian, don't do that again."
Was that too loud?
Oh, I don't know.
I hope not. So, Harry, you'll probably you'll see what inspired me to do this research. Let's talk about mind-controlling fungus.
Mind-controlling fungus.
The Cordyceps fungus.
Wait a second. The Cordycep fungus, which is different from the Cordycep mushroom.
Well, yeah. It's let me get the actual word. Yes, it's the Ophiocordyceps fungus. It's a it's the Cordyceps fungus. I'm not sure if the mushrooms are exactly connected, but they control the minds of insects. Insects are infested by the spores, and mainly ants. It happens a lot to ants. This fucking mushroom turns ants into zombies.
What?
Yeah, it is pretty fucking crazy, man. The spores basically infest into them when they they inhale it, somehow get the spores into their bodies, and then the fungus slowly grows, and it slowly takes over their entire body as it grows in them, and infests their brain, and then basically they just all of a sudden one day they'll be covered in fungus, and they'll just fall to the floor, and yeah. They fall down, lose control, and they just
They're like zombie insects. Or
yeah,
something?
yeah. It's they lose their they just lose control of their own body, and the fungus shuts them down.
So does it okay? So it doesn't make them do anything, right? That's common to all of the insects that get this fungus. It doesn't make them do anything. It just kind of breaks them down, And like, are they static for a while? Like they're really zombie-like, and then they just wither away.
Well,
So it's
they're kind of zombie-like. Like they're still alive, but the fungus is controlling what they do, so that they're alive, but they can't go and forage for food themselves and stuff, which is just a fucked up thought. But yeah, basically the fungus controls
so
their
it
whole
blocks
body,
certain
blocks them
natural
from moving
instincts.
and stuff. Yeah, and then they're just sitting there, and then all of a sudden their whole body shuts down. And typically they're in trees at the time. These ants that are most commonly infected by it.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of fall to the forest floor once they just their body just eventually totally shuts down.
Yeah.
And they fall to the floor, and like their jaw locks up in like this biting death grip as like this last form of trying to defend themselves.
Oh my god.
But here's the even worse part: when they die, their like body erupts as well and releases more of the spores everywhere to infect other insects that are near it.
Really?
This is a terrifying mushroom.
Yeah, I hope this never
And that is
graduates
just so
into
weird.
something that comes after human
And
beings.
this is where it came from.
Really?
Mm.
Okay, what?
A
so
certain...
where did it come from?
The Last of Us.
Wait, what?
The people...
Oh, yes.
The people that are
yeah.
infected in The Last of Us, their idea was that it's a
Explain
strain
what
of...
The Last of Us is, Brian.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So, The Last of Us is a fantastic, astounding, emotionally gripping game.
Absolutely.
Available.
For adults only, okay, kids?
Absolutely. Kids, you'll cry if you watch it.
They're like, fuck that GTA 5 all the way.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But it's in a post-apocalyptic future where these people have been infected by these mind-controlling cordyceps, but the idea is that it's making them go crazy and basically go zombie on other people. And you're just staged in this post-apocalyptic time trying to survive.
Yeah.
And I won't get too in-depth
it's
with the plot.
amazing.
Let people play it themselves.
You
but
have
the
to
plot...
play it.
The plot builds, obviously, on that,
Look up
and it is
reviews,
fantastic.
too. You don't even need,
Game of the year.
Yeah.
Game of the year, easily.
You don't even need to listen to this. Just look up
Yeah,
reviews. I
it's-
researched the hell out of this game before I ended up buying it. I don't think I saw anything literally under a 10.
Yeah, exactly.
10 across the board
It's
from
perfect
all
scores. The graphics
reviewers,
are
IGN,
beautiful.
everything.
Oh, man, it is just incredible. But
So
yeah,
you
that's
did-
where...
So you do like it, obviously.
Yes,
Good.
absolutely. I love
But
it, man.
How many hours did you get in?
Oh, I'm not sure exactly
Yeah.
how many hours I've logged so far.
Okay.
I'd say it's been a decent handful, though.
Okay. I think it's only like a 20-hour game.
I might be getting close to being done.
Probably.
Then. Yeah.
Is it winter
Alright.
yet?
Oh yeah, I'm like past winter.
Okay. So you were Ellie?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
I already got
okay.
the place.
Yeah. Oh, you're almost
Yeah.
there. You're almost
Yes.
there.
Yeah, I'm getting
Yeah.
there.
Pretty
I'm a little
awesome.
disappointed that I'm almost there. But
I know. Believe me. Believe me.
But that game comes with some DLC too, though. So that's
Yeah,
cool.
there's a
I'll
side
play
game
that
you can
too.
play when
I'll
you're
do
done.
that too. Yeah,
But-
but that game pulls on your heartstrings,
Oh,
folks.
it's
That
so
is
good,
just
man. It's so good.
so tragic.
The relationship between the girl and the
Yeah, the
and
Joel.
and Joel. Yeah.
her protector / smuggler guy.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah, yeah.
Very father-daughter-esque kind of like conversation.
Oh yeah, and the background and just how their relationship slowly builds up and stuff.
How
It's
much do you like the
awesome.
open acoustic kind of?
Oh, I love
music
that.
in
Yeah,
the menus?
it's
Oh
very
my
calming. But then you get into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's creepy.
Like
I love it.
the actual infected things in that game are fucking terrifying too. The clickers,
Yeah,
or
it's-
those bigger ones. I forget what they're called, but
It's funny
when they have like the mushrooms all over their faces and stuff.
like the big ones, like the Juggernaut ones.
Oh yeah, the huge guys that just shoot the spores
Yeah.
everywhere.
Those are bad.
They're terrifying.
Bad dudes.
But that's what inspired me to look up this.
Well, it's funny
this
because-
fungus, and it is real. It actually does this to
I looked
ants
up,
and stuff.
Yeah, I looked up development stuff
Yeah.
on the game, and when I looked it up, yeah, this was when they were developing what they were going to look like. The whole idea of what was going on with the people and the spreading of this thing. They reference this. It's funny that you say that. You know, they reference like what the insects looked like when when
Yeah.
it inhabited them, and
Oh yeah, I'm looking at pictures online right now.
And as it
it's
grew,
like,
yeah.
you can literally see the mushrooms starting to grow out of the insects.
Oh, I
like
loved
the
it.
fungus. It's not really like a typical toadstool mushroom. It's like these weird, like hairy fungus things. I don't know. It's very creepy.
oh yeah,
Very creepy.
it is super creepy. Is it common in certain areas? Do we have it like here in the
Oh, yeah.
in the North America or what?
I don't think it is in North America. Let me see. There was somewhere. It was somewhere on here that it has the actual locations where this is typically happening. I'm not seeing it here.
So it's just in the
on a
insect
quick
world.
glance.
It's not going
Oh yeah,
to
it's
do
only
anything to.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where
Well, then
the
fine.
game
It can
takes,
be anywhere it wants.
Yeah, exactly. It's only going to ever infect insects. It's a very I guess the fungus itself has actually very specifically evolved over time.
Yeah.
So that it can only really specifically attack insects. So
Yeah.
we're safe from it.
Yeah, that's good.
We're good.
I'm all set. I'm all set with being
Oh yeah, because that would be fucking terrifying.
taken over by cordyceps.
That would be insane.
Oh, that'd be horrible. We'd have our own The Last of Us going on.
Yeah, right.
So there was something I wanted to talk about, and I just wanted to cover it real quick. I was going to do it last time, but we obviously didn't have time. It was the
Oh yeah, what was it?
the college bias thing that I'm like looking into.
Yes, yes.
With like with how teachers kind of maneuver their opinions onto students, you know.
Right.
And if a lot of the student body have the same opinion, what kind of student ends up coming out of these places, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it pretty much comes down to like what I'm talking about is I've been visiting a couple colleges because my sister's about to go to college. So, and there's been a couple things that I've been kind of interested in and reading and curious about, and what it is kind of how where a lot of the student body and professors and teachers lean on, I guess, politically. And we went on some tours, and that was kind of one of my questions to the people that were giving us tours. And it was like, what is the ratio to of faculty with where they lean on religiously, politically? Because to me, I want it down the middle. I want
Right.
50-50. I want to actually have my sister to be able to go into different classes and feel that there is a back and forth, a pull and pull on opinions, and that that she'll be able to get the gamut of kind of what everyone's talking about on this side and what everybody's talking about on that side. And their
absolutely.
opinions, you know what I mean?
So
So-
yeah, you should be able to. I think in any class, no matter what the subject is, that the information should just be set out there, and you should let the students form their own opinion on the subject from all the give them all the facts, of course.
Yeah.
But
Especially
then
if
let
it's like a
them come to
political
their
science
own, you know?
class,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Let them come to their own conclusions. Like you can't really do that with math because math is just
Yeah,
that
no.
that's just straight up formulas. But yeah,
absolutely.
things like political science, even
Because I mean, it can,
classes on religion, stuff like that. Let people,
all kinds of stuff like that. I mean, she even got into a conversation as a senior on about how, they tried to dissect the moral idea of John Q. Do you remember that story or that movie? Denzel Washington. It had to do with his. I'm gonna fuck this up, but it had to do with his son being really sick, and I think he needed something to do with his heart, and because.
What's it called? John Q?
John Q, yeah. So he holds up a hospital hostage with a gun while his son is in the hospital, demanding that they do a transplant on his son.
Oh.
So in my sister's class, they had this debate on this, and my sister was very opposite to what the teacher thought, And the teacher was kind of on the side of the fence that said, well, why give this kid these surgeries at a low cost to no cost, because doctors need to get paid. And his argument was, if you work, why would you do anything for free? That was kind of his argument with the whole thing.
That was what he was saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my sister kind of took this stance of well, it's, healthcare and care in general in these things. I mean, this is kind of it's a necessity for good societies. I mean, we're supposed to be able to look out for each other. But when you talk that way, people think that you're all about the what's it called? Like the nanny, not the nanny state. You're just all about welfare,
Yeah,
You're okay with people getting handouts when
all the freebies.
Yeah, all the freebies. When you should be more promoting make something of yourself, find a way out of the trap, kind of thing,
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just kind of it was just interesting, and it got me really thinking about it, because there are a couple articles from people that do work at certain universities that say that certain high level schools, so much of the faculty leans on one way, and they're just pumping out students with these really heavy ideologies. And there's something about if you have a child who's kind of looking to explore the world and figure this out, and they come out of it with these really heavy opinions and real polarized views, and you see that they all are kind of in the same pool.
Yeah.
It's like
That
that
just doesn't sit right.
Yeah, it's
I don't
not
like that at
that's
all.
not a product of the kid being adventurous and looking for looking for answers to all these new questions because they're at a new age,
that's conditioning them to fucking just stay in that one mindset. Don't keep an open mind. I feel like to make any decision you need to be able to form your own opinions, not just regurgitate the opinions that are forced on you.
Yeah, and if it's the same opinion over and over and over again, like most of us, you're going to think that that's gospel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
If somebody higher up on the ladder is saying something, and then the other person higher up on the ladder, you think that that's really the way that, like, oh yeah, you just adopt those opinions. We're all just adopting the whole time,
Oh, yeah.
And it's convincing because it's authority. Oh, the authority figure says it like this, so yeah, maybe that's probably what it is. It seems logical to me.
There's been plenty of studies to show the levels that people can go when pressed by authority too.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's just the real
Physically,
effects that it can happen.
mentally, yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen that video. It's an old study from in black and white where people were there's just this thing where it's the tester and the person taking the quiz, and basically they tell the tester that it's a memory test, and they don't see the person that's taking the test, but the person that's supposedly taking the test is supposed to just memorize various answers to questions. And the tester then asks them the questions. He can only hear them like through a microphone, through a speaker. He doesn't see the person at all. And he asks them the questions, and they like offer to pay him or something. And every time that the person gets it wrong, an answer wrong, they are given an increasing level of electric shock.
Oh yeah.
And like you find out in the end that there isn't a person there. It's just an actor pretending to be shocked.
Yeah.
But they basically see, like, as people dial up the electric shock, the guy like starts begging. Sometimes he'll say he has a heart problem and stuff. Whoa. But then there's this authority figure. The people that brought the testers in are just saying, you have to keep following the rules. You have to keep.
Oh yeah, so they just
stick to
disregard
the program.
on like the begging.
Yeah,
and any of the mercy.
We hired you. You have to do this. They just keep that authority figure there.
Yeah.
Driving home that you just got to keep shocking this person every time they
Christ.
get something wrong. And it's like,
I did
sometimes
hear
the
that.
people
It is, man. It's a little microcosm of kind of how things can go down.
Yeah, like
it's
they went
hard
to
question
deadly
the
levels
doctor.
sometimes.
It's hard to
like-
question the police officer, the judge, the this, the that.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
They're not always right, and sometimes they're not taking you in their best interests.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah, I mean,
scary stuff.
It is scary, and I guess all I'm saying is, kind of look a little deeper into some of the faculty if you're looking into schools and colleges and stuff like that. I mean, whether the accolades of their academics are amazing and everything like that. You don't want your children to come out conditioned in a way that you really didn't have a lot of say in.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
especially when it's not very balanced.
That's something to watch out for, man. That's not the right kind of environment. That's not a good learning environment. That's
No.
not.
Definitely
That's very, very wrong. I don't like that.
not. Oh, there it is. Episode's done, son.
Oh, that's it?
It's over.
Oh, my God. I never
It's
hear
over.
the music.
I know.
That
Well,
is
I
it.
got to find a way to hook you up. So there it is.
Thanks, everybody.
Number 10. Double
Number
digits.
10.
We made it to 10. This
Follow
is
us
great.
on Twitter. The Twitter account is officially up
Yeah,
now.
give it to him. Hurry.
It's at... Oh, shit. What was it? I just opened it. It's at MU
Try to remember it. Andrew
Podcast.
McLean, Leafly.com. Jesse Rick,
Yeah.
SecretLakeTattoos.com.
At MomentumCast. At MomentumCast, guys. We kept trying to find the right username for it, but it's at MomentumCast. Check us out. Follow us.
I'll put the link on there, okay? So you can get on Twitter with the Momentum Podcast.
Follow
all right?
me at BTracy1990. Follow Harry.
At Harry Moraga. That's it.
That's it, baby. Follow us on Twitter.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Number 10.
Number 10.
Let's get to triple digits. That'll be forever away.
Ow!
Peace.
Peace, guys.
Oh, shit.